Hi, I'm Beth Hanna. I had a script that was submitted to the development slate, and it got a high mark and a positive review and really good notes. And as a result, the ISA invited me onto the development slate. And now I'm a top 25 writer to watch in 2021. This was the first script that I had ever written. And so I submitted it to the development slate, not so much with the idea that I would get onto the development slate, but more that I just wanted objective feedback. It's hard as a writer to get feedback from someone who you don't otherwise know, from a complete stranger who's not going to hold back any criticisms or anything. And so that was the reason that I submitted the script, just to get some honest notes. And then the reader actually really happened to like it and recommended it to Felicity, who's the head of the development slate. And she also really liked it. And then I got invited to be part of the slate. It was great. I was very surprised and happy. I've never been on a list, like I feel like now we have so many lists that happen at the end of the year. I've never been on one or thought that I would be on one. So getting that news was, I was overjoyed. I was super ecstatic, sorry. As a child, I would write like mystery novels or books, I mean, they were just like little stories, right? But I would write these kind of like episodic mysteries. And then, when I was in my 20s, I was more focused on critical writing. I was working as a film critic, which I enjoyed, because I got to see movies for free. I got to write about them, and that's, kind of the dream on some level. But I did feel like something was missing. So some I don't know, extra level of fulfillment was missing from that kind of writing. And then I started tinkering around with creative writing again, which is not something I'd really worked on since grade school. And I actually started out with novel writing. I was a novelist for several years. And then it was actually just a few months before the pandemic, one of the novels that I'd read, my husband read, and he thought that it would adapt really well into a screenplay because it had these sort of cinematic elements to it. So that was how I got into it. Take everything a lot less seriously than I did when I was, in my late 20s or early 30s. I feel like when I was first starting out as a writer, and this kind of continued on for several years, everything sort of felt like it was life and death. Like every rejection I would receive, every small step forward that I take, I would almost obsessively fixate on it. And I've learned now that I've been doing this for a while, that obsessing over something does not change the situation in any way. It doesn't move you forwards. It might even move you backwards, actually, depending on how much you're fixating and just kind of like sucking the air out of the room in terms of your whole process. So I would say now I try not to obsessively think about my writing career or anything like that. I just try to float on the river, actually, and just see where it takes me.